Kept you waiting, huh? Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Media Buffet. Today, I'm alone, and I'll be discussing Devil May Cry Season 1. It's good to be back. 2 months, over 2 months since our last episode on Blade. I sincerely apologize. To be completely honest, life got to me, finally caught up to me after doing this for it's gonna be 5 years. 5 years of the podcast, and for like the first time ever, life finally caught up to me, and I have not been able to do it. I just haven't. This semester was rough. Next semester I should be a lot freer, and I'll definitely keep it that way. It's just that this semester some unfortunate things happened with my schedule, and I haven't had the most free time, and the classes have been kind of rough, to be completely honest. I mean, not really. I've had quite a bit of time to myself, but it's been like quite a bit and not a lot of time I could dedicate to the podcast, or that was kind of by my own volition. It's just that my schedule for college was one of the big things that really took up a lot of my time, and also a lot of game releases took up a lot of my time. So like I said, I think in the Blade episode, I was doing shiny hunts for Legend ZA, trying to get all the Mega Evolutions, all the pre-Legend ZA Mega Evolutions. That took quite a bit of my time until ZA came out, and I started playing that. And I decided to do shiny hunts in that game instead of doing them in previous games, which is what I'm doing now. Then Jurassic World Evolution 3 came out 5 days later, so I started playing that a little bit. I didn't start playing it until like last week. Like fully started playing until last week, mainly because I wanted to focus on Pokemon Legend ZA, and got a little too sidetracked on that. I still haven't 100% completed it. I'm missing like 9 of the colorful screws to 100% complete the game. Hopefully I'll be able to do that before the DLC drops this Wednesday, which is more stuff on my plate that I need to go play. And recently, Metroid Prime 4 came out, and I didn't get to play that because, again, I was working on stuff from college until I had some free time today to start playing it, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I haven't seen too much good things from it, but I've also seen some good things from it. So I don't know where to stand on this. I guess you'll find out when I review it in like 3 months, maybe more, since this little episode was supposed to come out in June, and we are in December. It has been 6 months since this episode's original release date. Almost 6 months. 6 months! But yeah. Hopefully, I will not be able to get out all the 2025 episodes before the end of the year, like I wanted to. But hopefully, it won't take too much of next year. And I've also kind of missed out on a lot of new releases, like new shows. I haven't finished Doom yet, which I will be reviewing at some point during December, maybe January. I don't know where that's sitting at, but I'll definitely be reviewing Doom. A bunch of other games I'll be reviewing, so I'll definitely be finishing Doom, at least. I'm going through Jurassic World Evolution 3 at my own pace. Going through Metroid Prime 4 a little bit. Not too much, since I want to, at least maybe, I don't know if I want to finish it. I do want to finish Evolution 3 before Mega Dimension comes out, because I know for a fact I'm going to drop everything for Mega Dimension. I drop anything for Pokemon. that I know about myself. I drop anything for Pokemon. So, yeah. So I'll be playing through that on like when it releases. But yeah, no. Hopefully next year, at least on new releases and all that stuff, it's looking a little bit more lax, especially like the first half of the year. there aren't a lot of big things coming out in the first half of 2026. Latter half, it's looking a little bit rough. But first half, it's looking not terrible. I think the Darth Maul series is next year. I know Mandalorian Grogu is next year. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we don't know, like the release dates of. I think there's some other, like, I think there's an anime series based on the Ninth Jedi from Star Wars Visions. But also Star Wars Visions Volume 3 came out this year, and I haven't watched it yet. I have not heard anything about it, so I'll be going to that fully blind. But yeah. Anyways, now after this, I can finally get back into watching some new things from this year. Because Devil May Cry Season 1 was not one of those things I missed. Sadly, I watched this show when it came out 8 months ago. You're gonna notice in these next few episodes that I'm gonna do, or at least these, like, I guess, like, next few episodes, you're gonna notice that I'm not gonna really remember a lot. That's because all these episodes were supposed to come out in June, around then, when a lot of these things were a lot fresher in my mind. Not 8 months later, or like 6 months later. So, pardon me if I like episodes are shorter than usual, or perhaps not as detailed as we'd usually make them. It's been a heck of a long time, to be honest. So yeah, but hopefully we'll get to June all well. What I will say is that it's looking like I'm not gonna rebrand all the new episodes that are gonna come out in 2026 that are leftovers from this year as like modern episodes, but you will know when the turnaround of like 2026 comes around when you see like 2025 stuff become modern episodes. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Not gonna be for long. So we'll kind of stop there until we finish up from 2025, and then we will officially just continue on for our usual thing of me just kind of us reviewing random shit in the modern ones that is kind of related to our franchise. Kind of, I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, like I said, Devil May Cry was not one of those things I missed out on. I watched it around the time it came out. I know I finished it when I think the day after Minecraft came out. I'm not sure when I watched Minecraft. The Minecraft movie. I think it was the Saturday after it came out. So like April 6th, maybe. So that's when I finished it. So I finished it pretty quickly. It came out, I think, April 4th. So relatively quickly I finished the show. And dear God, a lot of things to say about this show, but I need to give. I don't want to talk about the future because sadly I know we got like things, so I'm gonna have to cover Devil May Cry season two again next year. There's a lot of stuff. That we gotta cover next year. Now I'm looking at it. But yeah. God. Jesus. Doing Devil May Cry, finally. I got to talk about this shit. It's one of those shows that I was kind of like having some hope for, but then I realized, but like if you follow all of our trailer episodes, which by the way, I kind of regret saying that the Final Freddy's one is our final trailer episode because of just how well it did. And that episode quickly grew to be, I'm pretty sure, one of our most viewed episodes on the YouTube channel as a whole. And I got comments. I got a comment. I didn't respond to it. Sadly, I do want to get into responding comments, like any I get, because that's why I say, like, leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, let's talk about what I'm talking about, right? But talking about the trailer for FNAF, like it was relatively successful, all things considered. So again, thank you for that, honestly. But I am not walking back on my decision to stop doing trailer episodes. I won't be doing any more. It just doesn't fit with our current schedule or our current way of doing things, which is supposed to be 3 episodes a week. And there are a lot of things we broadened our I don't know if spectrum is the right word, our horizon to, that covering all those trailers is just kind of not a thing we can do. So we're not gonna do them anymore. They take up way too much time. But I do thank you for the episode, for the FNAF 2 trailer episode being so successful. Like, I do really thank you all. But sadly, I'm not walking back. I am not walking back that decision. It is from me final. We're not doing any more. We're not doing any more. No, we're not doing any more. Even though, again, it is, Jesus Christ, 339 views. That is insane. I also gotta commend you people. Blade did very well for being 2 months old. Fucking 41 views. A band that I didn't think would get that much attention. 14 views for something that is like fairly niche. Much more than my Breath of the Wild review. Like, I gotta commend you guys. I don't know how well it's gonna do right now. And Jesus Christ, the Incredible Hulk episode is at 592 views. That's insane. I know I'm dragging this along, but in all honesty, I didn't think it would it would get this much eyes. I don't know if this is like positive or negative. This is positive attention, like people not liking our show here. But like fucking Incredible Hulk. I never thought an Incredible Hulk episode would get that much views. But yeah, 600, almost 600 views in that episode. Like, and the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailers, it became our 3rd most viewed episode ever at 339. Like, it was a lot of views. It was a lot of views, at least for this channel. And I know in the current landscape of YouTube, like 300 something views isn't a lot. Like fucking, like, people get thousands of views, but for a channel as small as this and like doing this for 5 years, not really getting all that much attention, or doing this for 4 years technically, and not getting that much attention, seeing one of the videos, one of the things I've like done for so long, finally get almost 600 views, like, it's kind of crazy for me. That is 600 people that have heard my voice, watched some of my episode, and decided to give to that 600 people that said, this guy's worth my time. So thank you to all those people, and like Jurassic Park, like 402 people, like, they said this thing is worth my time. And it's kind of, and like, that might seem like a lot, but that is 402 people, or like 600 people. That's quite a bit of people. I don't think I've met 600 people in my life. I don't think I know 600 people. So, yeah. It's really cool. And Yeah. Oh, well, there's some other episodes here and there that did break 200, and thank you again. Thank you all for that. Sincerely. Hopefully, we'll get episodes on things a little bit more on the time on the 21 subscribers. Weren't we on like 7? Wait a second. 21 subscribers. Again, like that's a number that doesn't seem that high. But like, I'm so confused. I thought I had less. I thought it was. Oh, I closed Discord. I thought we had less than that. But yeah, no, like 21 subscribers. That's 21 people that said that they want to see more of us. So again, to all 21 of you, thank you. Sincerely for being around. But I know I've diddled that a lot, like not really talking about things and just kind of like getting back into the groove of things. Where the fuck is my thing? There we go. But yeah, again, going back to it, I won't be doing more trailer episodes, even though I do really like the fact that a lot of you watched the FNAF one, but it's just not feasible for me. I do want to cover trailers, but I do want to cover trailers. I just don't know how we'll be able to do it. But yeah. Anyways, Devil May Cry. Right, okay. To put into context, this is the first piece of Devil May Cry media I've ever consumed. I think I mentioned it before. Maybe when we covered the trailers. I'm not sure when that was. When we covered the trailers, I am pretty sure that I said that I bought the collection for Devil May Cry. At some point, I bought the collection. I'm not sure if it was before or after that. Or like I said I was planning to or something. I don't know. I haven't played them yet. I have a lot of stuff on my backlog, as you probably know, or you can probably presume. So I haven't gotten around to playing them, but I will at some point. So I can be more mad at this show, because goddamn, this show is a travesty. But let's get into it, right? Let's just get into it. So, without further ado, and talking 18 minutes into this episode, let's talk some Devil May Cry. So, like I said, unfortunately, this is my first introduction into the series, but I know some people who are fans of the series, not of this show, but of the franchise as a whole, who pointed me to the faults of this show. So, let's get into what we always start off with, the animation and action. The animation is not terrible. It is Studio Mir, I think, which has done some good things in the past. Like, there won't be any knocks against that, right? But goddamn, like, the animation is fine, I guess. Some of the action scenes are kind of cool when they're 2D animated. The 3D animation in this show is awful. It is terrible. I don't know why there's CGI. I don't know why there's CG animation in this show. I don't know why there is. It looks terrible. It is worse than Ruby. Legitimately worse than Ruby. I don't know how you could make a show look worse. Devil May Cry is genuinely bad. Like, the CGI animation. Obviously, the fucking show is terrible, but the CGI is bad. Bad. Or CG. %? Are you fucking with me? No. I mean, the shows only get ratings on IMDb. Fuck. They get ratings on IMDb. Shows don't get a lot of like ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, but goddamn, damn. Anyways, yeah, it was Studio Mir, who, please stick to 2D. You do a good job at it. Studio Mir, you're not gonna watch this, but you do a good job at 2D animation. The fight scenes in the show when they're 2D animated, like the first fight scene is actually I'm lying about the 2D fight scenes being good because I don't remember a single one from the fucking show. I think the latter ones, like the ones after the first scene with Dante, are forgettable as shit or complete dog shit because it is the CG animation. And they use the CG for everything. Every like major enemy in this show is animated with CG. And something that I saw that was really interesting is that some people like maybe have said that at least with Japanese studios, they animate CG in a different way. They don't experiment with the fluidity. They just kind of treat it like 2D animation. So and they use the same movements. So like they don't really play around with the aspects of CG. And that was when I was that's when I was like watching stuff about Girls Band Cry, which is a CG animated show, which actually kind of uses like CG in a cool way. So, and like actually uses like CG to its fullest extent in an anime. So kind of seeing that and then going into Devil May Cry and seeing this horrible ass, janky ass CG animation that reminds me of Polygon's later work. Or Gamma Rebirth with like the clunky ass fucking CG they have for the entire show. Or Ruby with the most mismatched fucking characters and background of all time. At least they use CG like it's being CG animated, even though they're using nuclear power to power a toaster. That's what Ruby is. It is like they're using Maya, which is like the biggest like engine for CG animation, like the industry standard, and they're making Ruby with it. Like, you can do a lot better with Maya. Trust me. Not that I know, but I've seen it. It is, if it's industry standard, a lot of people probably like use it. So a lot of different studios use it. So I've probably seen stuff animated in Maya that looks a lot better. So I don't know where all the budget went. But yeah. The animation, the 2D is fine, but most of the fights and most of the enemies are in 3D. So that's what I kind of like remember. It's just like the bad 3D animation. There are scenes where Dante's on a bike and it looks terrible. Not a lot of like cool fight scenes for the 2D. At least from what I remember from the show. The fight scene at the end with like the big rabbit guy. It just fucking flew out of my mind. I don't remember it. It was like in a bridge, and then they stopped him. Like I don't know how they even stopped him. He just kind of died like a pussy, maybe. I can just look it up. Why bother? Let's see. Episode 8. The sort of spotter when Brother Bearing. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, he has like an artificial heart, I think. Yeah. God, I need to talk about these characters. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. Okay. I want to get to these characters. These characters are awesome. But I'm not done talking about the animation in action. Yeah, the action is not interesting at all. Aside from like the first fight, it is not interesting. Which is a crime from a Devil May Cry show, which Devil May Cry has a lot of like over the top action sequences. So I don't know where the fuck they decided to go with like so just meh action, and the animation is mostly like the action is mostly 3D animation, and that one looks terrible, and the rest is 2D. The one thing I will give it is that at least like the episode with like the white rabbit, it's animated differently and not animated that badly. It doesn't save this episode, this show from getting the worst rating because goddamn this show. But it's just kind of there. I guess it's a cool enough visual and it's a cool like departure from what the show is usually animated in. But it's not like a big pro that saves this show in any case, because this show's a travesty to the fucking franchise. And talking about travesty to the franchise, let's get into the characters. I'm not gonna remember a lot. I'm gonna write about one character specifically at the very end, because I think this character overstayed his welcome tremendously. He is my least favorite character, and I'm glad he's dead. Like when he died, I was like, "Thank fuck, finally." That is the wrong thing again. Where are my talking points? I closed the Google Docs page. These are the things, folks. These are the trials and tribulations. Not even trials and tribulations. The problems that you encounter on the job while being on the podcast. 2 months, almost 3 months of meandering around playing fucking more Rivals thanks to season 2, season 5. Also, one thing, a very good reason why I didn't do any episodes. My internet went out for 2 weeks for no reason at all. It just went out, and I was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do now?" Like my internet just went out. Like, hello. So yeah, that was fun. I had to deal with that for 2 weeks. But I couldn't play. So one, I couldn't really do episodes, like upload them and whatever. And two, I couldn't play Rivals. I couldn't play like the back half of season 4. I got to the battle pass in the end. Like it came out, like it came back I think legit like almost 2 weeks after Daredevil came out. But yeah, now everything's good. Now I have internet again, and I'm playing through season 5. Season 5.5 comes out this week. You're listening to this on Sunday, and depending on what you believe in, I guess Sunday's either the first day of the week or the last day of the week. Don't know where that's so depending on when it comes out. So depending on what you believe Sunday is, it's either this week or next week in like 5 days. So yeah. Anyways, going back to this, the characters. Let's start off with our main guy here, Dante. I gotta say, again, I have not played the games. I have no idea how Dante's character is, but I've been told he's not like this at all. In this show, he acts a lot more like Deadpool. And just like, I think Dante acts what people like me think Dante acts. And that's just not what he acts like. And honestly, I can see that. For the show that he's in, he is, I think, for what fucking Adi Shankar tried to do with the show, and like what concepts he tried to add to the show, Dante feels completely separate from that. He is not a part of the show. I feel like Dante's character was like shoehorned in into a Devil May Cry show. Like how do you fuck up this badly? It's like how do you mess this up that badly that it makes Dante feel like a non-character in your Devil May Cry show? It's coming back to me. Like I'm feeling it again. There's no rage. Dante does nothing in this show. He's dragged into the plot by the main character, like by that plot basically. Dante is not the main character here, and I don't know why. The world of this Devil May Cry like universe just doesn't compute with Dante, or like I don't think I think that even in the fucking in the what do you call it? In the off chance that the writers here wrote Dante in a way that made him like the game's counterpart, and but if they kept the story they were going for, Dante wouldn't make any sense. Dante would still not make any sense, just because of like who he is, just because of how the plot is. So Dante himself suffers from the plot of Devil May Cry. How do you fuck up this badly? How do you do it? How do you make a plot line that doesn't fit Dante at all? It just doesn't fit with Dante's character. Even if it's a dumbed down version of Dante, with just him being Deadpool, like what people think Deadpool acts like how people think Dante acts like. Instead, like it's just, again, dumbed down version of him, and doesn't have anything to do with the plot other than being like a demon hunter, and whatever the fuck, and like the fact that Darkrom needs him because he's a demon hunter. But like they only really need him for like 2 seconds, and then they immediately gets betrayed. It's so bizarre. It's such a bizarre decision. That's why I don't have much to say about Dante himself. I don't think Dante even grows all that much. Apart from like having like his devil trigger and like him learning about the demons and all that shit. And he gets betrayed. I think does he get betrayed? I don't remember he does. But I think he might be. Let me see. Sometime later in. Yeah, he gets him imprisoned. Yeah, Mary, lady imprisons Dante at the end. I don't know where they're gonna go with that. If I'm guessing Dante is gonna have a little bit of a bigger role in the second season, so yeah. But I am not like, it's just Dante himself is a character that just doesn't have presence in the show, which is just kind of why. Why does Dante just not have this? Why does Dante just not have... anything good? Like, anything good to do? Just kind of reading things. Okay, just remember, like, the rabbit needs, like, Dante's blood. That's, like, his main thing. He needs, like... I guess, I think it's, like, the blood of Sparta or something. Okay. Yeah. Just reading again. It's been quite a bit of time since I've watched the show, so reading up on some things. But yeah, Dante again, non-entity. A character that has a little bit more presence is Lady, or Mary. And from what I know, Lady acts nothing like her game counterpart because Darkcom doesn't exist. It's not a thing. It's stupid. It's just. Give me a second, folks. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's just stupid. It's just really, really stupid. Lady in this show is foul-mouthed as shit. Talking like a has-been hotel character. God, I also need to review that show. That's gonna be the end of me. The death of me is gonna be fucking has-been hotel. Doing this shit again. I can't believe they're doing 4 seasons and Rivsy wants to do 5. Go, Rivsy, don't do 5 seasons. Just end it. Just end the show now. Nobody gives that much of a fuck. Also, to Judgmental Critter. I know you're not watching this. On the odd chance you are, don't use Has-Been Hotel gifts. Oh, I feel so bad for you. I feel so bad for you, man. For those who don't know, Judgmental Critter is I mentioned her in my first Ruby review, who like pointed me to like, oh, like what happened to Ruby, like at least like I got like a couple things from that. I was like, that was like I think the month after I started Ruby. It's like that. I was like, oh, I think it's interesting. I like this creator. And recently she had like she had a thing where she like she was mad that people were pirating like the soundtrack and the money wasn't going to Spin the Horse, which is a cause I can get if Spin the Horse if Spin the Horse was an indie like fully indie studio but Dazzle Hotel is in fact being backed by A24 and Amazon, two very big companies. So yeah, I don't think it needs like that. I don't think it not getting a few sales is a bit of a problem from them. I don't think I even like said it, but yeah, it was like the piracy of like the soundtrack or like the songs that weren't coming out, so they getting pirating the demos and whatever the fuck. Obviously, I don't give a fuck about piracy. I'm not gonna say if I use it. I have stated that I get things that I do watch things through different means. But you can but that could be physical releases. Who knows? That could be physical releases. And not and not and just and not pirated. Who knows, right? Who knows? But yeah, that post got like 1 million views, which is like the most I've seen something from hers get over that. and it got like 600 likes, which is like, when you see that on Twitter, it's like, Jesus. Like, on Twitter, people agree about anything, so seeing something like that happen to a creator like you liked, I was scrolling through Twitter, and I was like, oh yeah, like has been fans like always use like cringy ass like gifs from the show. Or like has been hella fans are the same fucking breeds. It doesn't matter if you're a hella boss fan, you're a Has-Been Hotel fan. You pay for Amazon Prime Video. Don't lie to me. You're not. Busy Pop fans are not poor enough for Amazon Prime subscriptions. So yeah. I know you watch Has-Been Hotel. Don't fucking lie. Don't lie to me. You eat up anything Grizzly spits out. But yeah, she had that post. I don't like Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss. I didn't think Hazbin Hotel was like terrible. It was bad. It wasn't terrible. Hell of a Boss, like the first season was okay. The second season was terrible. It was bad. Hopefully, with the new budget that Amazon's giving them, hopefully it's better. But yeah, I would have gotten it like that. Like Spin the Horse was fully independent, but both of their shows, both of their biggest shows are backed by are now backed by Amazon. So yeah. So I don't really see the reason why you go around stating anti-piracy and whatever the fuck. Yeah, no, I still respect Critter a lot. It's just a kind of like a weird take there from her. And again, I was saying I was scrolling by, and I was like, oh, like yeah, like I like Aspen fans like always use those cringy ass things in the show because the shows are bad and they're cringy and whatever the fuck, and they're not cool. And I just scrolled to see who the fuck the post was, and he was Critter like, oh no, Critter, no. Yeah, I would have gotten a lot more if Spin the Horse was still doing Hell of a Boss like independently, but Jesus Christ. Did I close the entirety of Chrome? God, I am terrible today. But we're back. But you can see we're back because we're getting sidetracked. I keep talking about shit. And yeah, no, like me face back, everybody. We are here. We are, and I am on the second character. And it's been 40 minutes. So we're fucking back. We're fucking back. All right. Yeah, back to Lady. She's been like has going. Got the whole fucking side tender has one hotel. Written like Aspen Hotel character. I'm pretty sure the second episode was also like the episode with the white rabbit was also about like her at some point. I just don't give enough of a fuck to care. Who the fuck is Plasma? I've completely forgotten. Oh wait, I think he's like the jelly guy. No, yeah, Temper Demon Assist went down. Yeah, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Yeah, just Lady. My fucking glasses, what the fuck? Like, give me a second, hold on, I can't see. Lady's just not interesting of a character. I don't think so. I don't care. But like, she is the main character here because she has the ties to the villain. Again, the only reason why the villain wants Dante is because he needs like Sparta's blood or something. Oh, like creating the sword of Sparta or whatever. Yeah, like they need like Sparta's blood or whatever the fuck, and that's one reason like he needs Dante. But it's mostly about Mary because Mary like killed the White Rabbit's friends and whatever the fuck. And again, Mary is just not interesting. Like Lady, I don't care. Like the show makes you think that like Lady's gonna like have like a big realization about like the demons, which that's a whole nother thing I want to get into with like the demons in this show and how they're handled and how terrible it is for the fucking franchise. But yeah, Lady like just you think she had like a change of heart, but nope, she just goes back into it. So her like complete characters, like her journey in this show, like what would be her journey, is a complete waste. I know for a fact this is not how the character acts in the games. I know for sure that's not what the character acts like. So yeah, just completely weird character. And I don't know what their plan was with her, but it was they were not cooking. They burned that pot. They I don't I think they overcooked, or like maybe I don't know if it's undercooked or overcooked. I don't know where it's at, but it's definitely not in an it's not cooked in a good way. I'll let you guys decide whether Lady is cooked or undercooked or overcooked. Or did they want to do too much of her, or did too little of her? I think they did. I think she's undercooked. They didn't do enough with her. She needed a lot more. She needed a lot more. But yeah, let's move on to the White Rabbit. I don't give a shit. The White Rabbit is a villain. Did I close it again? I'm such a fucking idiot. 5 seconds again, everybody. Sorry. The White Rabbit is a villain that I get what they were going for, but it's so weird because it's like, why? it's like why the fuck? It's just such a weird villain. It's like he's like kind of like the best character of the show, but he's still like just a meh villain. He's so anticlimactic. Like, oh, he's a human. He's not even like a human that transformed into a demon, like was with demons long enough. Like, transformed into a demon. He's just like a guy. He had an artificial heart. I'm not sure. I don't remember why. He had an artificial heart. He might have gotten stabbed or something. I think he might have gotten shot. I don't know. Fucking know. But he had an artificial heart. And there's like a whole thing. And wanted the amulet because he wanted to like open demonkind to destroy hell, to destroy Earth. Which, like, I thought your plan was to let demons into Earth so they have a place to live because you saw the suffering of their kind. So what the fuck? Why the fuck are you letting like the dangerous demons out when your main focus is supposed to be on saving the demons? I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. I remember now why I fucking hate this guy. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't like the White Rabbit. He's a cool design. That's it. Like, he's just a guy that went to the demon world, grew up with the demons. And it's like, like, we want to go home. We want to get to a safer place. So he goes back to Earth. I don't fucking remember why. Or how. I think he just finds a crystal when it goes there, but then they all get massacred. So he goes back, he stitches the rabbit mask on his face, and then it's like, I'm gonna go kill the world because I need to give it to the demons, but I'm gonna let the bad ones out. So they kill the world when it already has like a gigantic like apartment complex that's just full of demons. They're like the good demons. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This fucking guy makes no sense. And don't get me started on the secondary antagonist. VP Baines is just... What the fuck? VP Baines is an insane man. Alex Larson, because he's Alex Larson, never cook again. Get fired immediately. Please. I don't know who. They must have been on fucking crack writing this, because it makes no goddamn sense. VP Baines is just like, oh no, remember, VP Baines is all about like America and like America, fuck yeah, and all that shit. This show hates America, and like, it's like, it's so, and I think there are stories that definitely like there are the time and place for that sort of thing of like critiquing a country or a country's ideals or like country's like status and whatever the fuck. Devil May Cry is not one of them. It is completely out of place. The whole thing about like the political aspect of the show did not need to be here. I will get into it. But VP Baines is just all about like the American dream, what the fuck. And it's so blatant and obvious. That's what they were going for. And it makes VP Baines a non-character that you just don't like, you don't take seriously because he's like, oh, America, fuck yeah, we gotta bomb the demons. Like, Devil May Cry is not the franchise to do like the whole, the demons are the oppressed while the the humans are the oppressor, or like like humans are the bad guys here and the demons are the good guys. This is not the show this is not a franchise to do that with. Do not do that. I don't get into it. Because VP Baines sucks so much ass. I don't like him. I don't like VP Baines. Obviously, he's voiced by Kevin Conroy, which is like, it gives him that voice. It sounds like Batman. It sounds like Batman with the personality of like a soldier of a soldier from TF2. If you did like 5 lines of cocaine in a gas station bathroom and like became vice president. I don't know who the fuck the president is in this universe, but goddamn, this running mate was like, it was there, and I'm pretty sure he told everybody, I want to kill people. I just want to kill people, man. I'm here so I can get the powers to kill people. Oh wait, like the president has like the president of the United States in this anime or like this show is like a cowboy, like a cowboy has a cowboy hat and things, something like that, right? I'm not going crazy. Devil May Cry 2025 U.S. president. I'm not remembering that. I remember a guy was just like super American. Vice president. Yeah, whatever. Who is the president? Yeah. It was like, he's just like a really like. If we get influenced by Baines, why the fuck? Jesus. But yeah, I know, just VP Baines is just power. It's just like, Jesus, this guy is just like power hungry, like murder hungry, bloodthirsty. He is. I don't think he's that good of an antagonist because like, it's just like, one note antagonist. He's like, yeah, like this guy's evil. I mean, I fucking kill a bunch of demons in hell. God damn, when we get to that scene, yeah, his character does not work with what Devil May Cry is at all because it hinges something on the. His character hinges on the fact that this show isn't accurate to Devil May Cry at all. But now we get to the character I was talking about like 30 minutes ago. Enzo. I just found out like yesterday, like 2 days ago, that this character is from like is from something. It was not a character made for this show. It was a character that appeared in like manga, like from years ago. I didn't know that, so I thought this character was like a thing from this show. This show creates a bunch of characters like the White Rabbit, VP Baines. They're all from this show. So I thought Enzo was the same. He's not, but I am pretty sure the Enzo from this show is completely different from the Enzo in the manga. Enzo in this show is worse than Baines and any character here. Enzo is terrible. Enzo is just a bad character. He is here. Jesus, voice crack. He is here for almost no reason. He was there, and he gets in the same thing Dante gets into. He gets the same problems. All he does is scream at Dante. Doesn't do anything the entire show. Doesn't grow. Kills himself like for Dante. Like he sacrificed himself for Dante. And like again, like this is the guy. Like Enzo, like he died. I'm like, finally he dies. He overstays welcome. He was painfully unfunny. And like I was scratching my head at this show for like, why did you keep this character here for so long? Enzo is the most head scratching thing in this show. For me at least, like second to what they did with the demons. So I'll get into that, why that doesn't make sense for Devil May Cry and why you should not that type of Devil May Cry. But Enzo is the most baffling character in the show because of like his presence and just how weird it is. I was like, why hasn't he died yet? Like I was like at the plane episode where Dante's in the plane and you got the two big guys. The dude, like the blue and red guy who were CGI animated and they look horrible. But like he's there. Like, how are you not dead yet? How have you not died? Why did he die in the last episode? Also, something I forgot to mention about the White Rabbit. He just becomes like a really big boss at the end. He's not like they don't use like his cool thing. He just becomes like a Resident Evil boss at the end. So what the fuck? It's just not. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Yeah, go back to Enzo. Enzo sucks. Enzo just sucks. I swear, if he's in any way in season 2, I'm gonna be so mad, so mad. God, but yeah, Enzo just sucks so much ass. I do not like Enzo. I hope we never see him again. But yeah, that's it for the characters. Let's get into the plot. Let's start off with the big change to the franchise. And this is where I'm gonna get into the demons. In the show, in the games, the demons are evil. Whoa! It's such a big revelation in the big 2025. Demons are bad? Vizzy Pie's on the fucking floor crying because I said that. Demons can be redeemed. It's a cool. Okay. That's when it's a cool concept that Vizzy Pie's had to like eat a bunch of laxatives and then shit all over on. I went over in my Hospital Hotel in the Hospital Hotel episode I did with Travy. I went over what I would change about Hospital Hotel and how it would make it a much better show if we go in a different direction. If we just take in different directions, I think it could have been a really good show. There's the foundations there. It's just that it's not executed well. Anyways, not the point. That I don't tell stuff there. Like that's all things that work for its own thing because it's its own like not pre-established. Like it has its own established foundations. Yes, it has its own foundations. It has its own lore. Blah 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 blah. In Devil May Cry has its own established lore. In the games, Dante and Virgil, by extension, are special because their father, Sparta, is the only demon to have ever rebelled against hell. Well, and like, turned good. When we get to the show, we have other demons that have turned good. But they kept the Sparta stuff. So Dante and Virgil are now like Sparta is just not special anymore. Sparta is just a demon that went against hell. But when we go to there, the demons aren't like this big ferocious like species. They're just like normal people. So what? What the fuck? Why? And I know like the whole thing's with like war refugees and what I think they're like refugees from like war. Where is it? But they weren't mad at me. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, like the whole thing about Sparta is that he's supposed to be like this big demon that rebelled. But now there are other demons here that rebelled, and it makes Sparta less special. That's making Dante less special. So that's what it goes into. Like the plot of this show is against the plot of Devil May Cry as a whole. Like the idea of Devil May Cry, like the idea of the characters of Dante and Virgil, they are the sons of Sparta, the one demon who rebelled. But now we have other demons who rebelled. What the fuck? And going to the demon thing, the whole thing about like the demons being like refugees, it's just stupid. Again, in the games, the demons are all evil. Devil May Cry, the Sparta stuff is not the franchise to do the whole thing of demons are actually good. It has a time and place. It can be done well. Like any idea can be done well. It's just that you have to pick a time and place for it. This is not the time and place for it. It doesn't fit with the lore. It doesn't fit with like the whole thing. Within the show, you'd be like, okay, so what the fuck is going to Sparta? Like, okay, like if you're a non-fan like me, you'd be like, Sparta, like, okay, like he rebelled, but like we see other demons who rebelled, so what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I think that was the writing part, but yeah, change the franchise, just you know. And then there's like the demons going to the continuing with the demons. We have the whole thing at the end where demons get invaded by the U.S. government, and it is the most blatant, like, oh, like, look, again, America bad. Again, Devil May Cry is not the franchise to be critiquing the government with. There's a time and place for that. It is not here. It is not here. Trust me, it is not here. This is not the time and place to be critiquing the government. You can do that in fucking any other show. You can do that in Captain America. Like, don't do that here. Yeah, I know. Like, it's just like it was so bad. The ending to the show is god awful. The ending to the show is like, oh, like I said, Lady doesn't really learn anything throughout the entire show. Doctor's in prison, so like again, Doctor doesn't do anything to the entire show, other than like give his blood to the White Rabbit, even though like immediately like backfires. And then VP Baines gives the order to invade Hell, and it's set to the Green Day song. So the entire show, you're supposed to feel bad about the demons, but then it's like, but when we get to it, it's set to a Green Day song. To the most loud Green Day song. I mean, like not even like something somber. And I guess it's meant to represent the rampage of a military. But it didn't feel like that. It felt so out of place and out of tone. It's so weird. I don't know why they decided to go in the direction. It's so bizarre. It's just, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Such a terrible ending. And speaking of the ending, the final scene with Virgil, like his whole like fucking rhetoric speech. Like they don't know that there's a storm approaching. I am that storm. It sounds, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like some guy writing it like a parody, like you know the parodies, fucking, you know the parodies of like Endgame where it goes, I'm here too. And like at the beginning, it's like I'm here too. It feels like that. It feels like things when you say the catchphrase, like the big line, to say it as like ironically. It feels ironic. It's not supposed. It's supposed to be like, oh, Virgil's here. It's like no, Virgil's not here. Virgil's not here at all. But yeah, like I've been going on about just the show's plot is uninteresting as hell. It like characters overstay their welcome. I don't think it's paced horribly. It's just so like, what the fuck? Like this Dark which was not in the games at all. To my knowledge, it's just a show thing. And they brought that in here for like the demon stuff. That kind of doesn't fit at all with what Devil May Cry is. So they like. So it's just kind of like there. Doesn't really make any sense. They have like a bunch of things with the demons, which makes no sense. The American stuff, which makes no sense. It's just like, God. God damn. Everything in this show fails to do anything. Like, legitimately, everything in the show fails to deliver on anything. It is just terrible, terrible. Maybe I'm missing something, but I hated this show. The ending sucked so much ass. This show's plot was just like, just not good. The story was not good. Again, like I said, writers never cook it again. Alex Larson, what the fuck your name was? I forgot your name. Never cook it again. Adi Shankar, stay the fuck away from any other franchise you have ever like thought of doing. Just stay away, man. But yeah. Let's talk about the future of Devil May Cry. Even though I don't want there to be a future. I'd rather there not be a future actually. I don't want there to be a Devil May Cry. It's fucking 3 seasons, 4 seasons, whatever the fuck it's gonna get. I know Verge's gonna be the next one. I haven't watched like any trailers for it because I don't care anymore about trailers. We're not gonna cover it anyways. like the trailers, the season we are gonna cover. I don't have any hopes for it. Maybe I know they're gonna touch upon the fucking hell thing. Just the whole thing about Virgil's like he's gonna free the demons and whatever. But I just don't care. I just don't care. Like they're gonna touch upon that. It's gonna be more of that the weird stuff with the invasion of the demons, which that's a fucking whole thing. Then there's there's the Virgil thing, and then there's the Dante thing. It's just gonna be more of the same. It's just gonna be more of the same. I know it's gonna be more of the same. It's just gonna have Virgil, and Virgil's gonna be terrible. I know from now, like day 1, day 0, fucking hell, day negative, whatever the fuck. Virgil's gonna be god awful. In season 2, he's not gonna be good. He's gonna be like the main villain, which is something more than the White Rabbit ever was, because the White Rabbit was just confusing as shit. They at least have something to back themselves off of. But yeah, no, I am not looking forward to it at all. I think this is one of the worst things I've ever reviewed on the podcast as a whole. It's just so why? I was so enraged at the end. And worst of all, when I finished this show, I was on in the theater, in the theater, like a screening, about to see a Minecraft movie. So I got dealt back-to-back dog shits. I got shit on that day. That day was awful for me. So yeah, overall, Devil May Cry is a butchering assassination. Fucking got put on a plane. The plane blew up. They put this show, they put the franchise on a plane, strapped to a nuclear bomb, and then detonated it. But somehow this show still got out. Somehow there was enough shit left from the intestines to make this show. All that was left was the dog shit that was in this person's fucking colon. And they said, well, he's still here, and it's just a legit pile of shit. That's what this show is. That made no sense, but you get me. F tier. This show sucks. This show mega sucks. Season 2 has no hope. Season 2 might be our first super F tier, which is that was The Flash, honestly. It doesn't fucking matter. This show sucks so much ass. F tier. God. What did you guys like? What did you guys hate about the show? Nobody liked the show. If you like this show, you're lying to yourself. You're legit lying to yourself if you think this show is good. This show isn't good. Don't be. Have some self-respect. This show is not good. Don't do it. Don't defend it. Don't do that. Just if you liked it, you're not real. I'm sorry, you're fake. You're fucking fairy dust. You don't exist. You're like Cthulhu. You're like Bigfoot. You're like Loch Ness Monster. You're cryptic. You're not real. Okay. Check yourself into a mental institution. You're somebody's imaginary friend. You're not real. Anyways, what did you guys hate about the show? What did you guys hate about the show? Leave in the comments below. All of our socials in the description, which is all. There's a new one. Or there's no new ones. It's all of them. It's just all of them. We are done with fucking more. I'm done with more social media and all that stuff. But I don't want there to be more of that for me. Yeah. Welcome back to Media Fair. That's about it. See ya.